Good afternoon, one and all. I am Professor Vajayanta Patil, given a micro lesson for the completion of refresher course, HRDC Aurangabad University. Uh, we all know the process of education, which contains the objectives, curriculum, and the tools of measurement, that is the examination. In objectives, we all know the education is not any other thing, that is the all round process of the students, and objective contains the three parts of the these objectives, that is cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Then in a curriculum, that is learning and teaching process, and subject knowledge, subject content is there. In tools of measurement, that is test, observations, quiz, internal work, written and oral, practical examination, that is the tools of the examination. uh, when we talk about the education process, that is major thing is student learning, that is the major part of the education process. And when we talk about the students learning frameworks, Bloom's taxonomy of learning is the one of the most important framework for the students learning, which talk about the objectives of the uh, students and students learning at the education process. Then we know about the behavioristics theories of the learning, cognitive theories of the learning, humanities theories of the learning, learning and motivation, that we all know the motivation is most important thing for the better learning. When we talk about the Bloom's taxonomy is nothing but it is an attempt to classify the forms of learning. It identifies three domains of the learning, each of which is organized as a series of level or the prerequisites for the next knowledge system. Lower level must be covered before moving to the higher level, that it adopts the building blocks of view of learning, and it contains the three levels of learning, that is cognitive learning, affective learning, and psychomotor learning. That we think about the students progression, that is the students development, that is all round development of the student, contain the cognitive development, affective development, and psychomotor development. In Bloom's domain, we all know the three domains, that is the cognitive domain. In 1956, Bloom has arranged this taxonomy for the objective of the education process. That is in the cognitive domain, first level is knowledge. What is the knowledge? The recall of specific information. Knowledge is nothing but the recall of the specific information. Then second level is comprehension. Comprehension means the understanding, and understanding of what we read, what we have heard from our teacher, what we have read from the books, what we have read from the net or from anywhere. Next level is the application. Application is nothing but converting the abstract of the content to concentrate the situation. That is the application. What we got the information, which knowledge we have got, we have to apply in the situation. Then the analysis. Fourth level is the analysis level, that is the comparison or the differentiation of the construct of the content to the personal experiences, that is the analysis. Next level is the synthesis, that is the organization of thoughts, ideas, and the information from the content, that is called the synthesis. And last and higher level of the cognitive domain is the evaluation. Evaluation is nothing but the judgment and the evaluation of the characters, actions, outcomes, and all others for the personal reflection and the understanding. That is the third last level of the cognitive domain, that is the knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and the evaluation. That is the first domain, that is the important domain which we have oftenly used in the education process and majorly used by the all teacher, all the educationist to the education system. That is knowledge, remember, a comprehension, understand, application, applying, analysis, analyzing, synthesis, creating, and evaluation, evaluating. That is the terms, new terms which in nowadays these terms are using for the original terms. And why we use the taxonomy, why should teacher must use the Bloom's taxonomy? That is the objectives. Objective means nothing but the learning goals. Objectives are most important to established in the pedagogical interchanges, so that the teacher and the students alike in understand the purpose of their interchange or their interaction. What a teacher will teach in the classroom, student must understand that teaching. Means student must learn that content from the teacher. So we think that the student and teacher alike understand the purpose of the education system or the purpose of their interaction in the classroom and in the laboratories. So the teacher can benefit from using the frameworks to objectives. Organizing objectives helps to clarify the objectives for themselves and for the students. The organization of objective help to the teacher to clear the content, to understand the students behavior. So having an organized set of objectives helps teacher to plan and deliver appropriate instruction in the classroom, in the laboratory, and in other interaction to the students. To design and validate the assessment task and the strategies in the education process. Ensure that the instruction and the assessment are aligned with the objectives. So teacher should have to take the care about what content he or she must have to teach in the classroom, that that content are must be uh, align with the objective of that subject or the objective of the all education process. So when we teach in the classroom, what is mean by teaching? Teaching is nothing but teaching is a process of intent for learning by inducing a behavioral change in the students or the behavioral change in the thought. It is an art of communication, a message that impact on the audience, with the impact on the students. And pedagogy is an art of profession of the teaching. Isn't teaching or the pedagogy is the art for teaching. So this is talk about the teaching and the Bloom's taxonomy. That is the one domain, that is cognitive domain. Thank you so much.